Hello bookworms, so today I'm going to share really quickly some of my top favorite reads of 2024. I have a mix of drama, horror, nonfiction, so here we go. So first we have my nonfiction. So the first we have is When We Cease to Understand the World by Benjamin Labatut. And then we have This Is Not Miami by Fernanda Melchor. They're both amazing nonfictions. The writing in those is what makes it the most interesting. So in this one, the themes are more like physics, historical, mathematical. And I know it sounds dry, but the way he connects all of those inventions and discoveries with the historical context, with the people around, what happened just before, what happened just after, and what was linked, makes it an amazing book. And it's packed of information. That's why I tapped it so much. It's amazing. I would completely reread it every year because I just really, really love the themes. And then this one, those are essays, I would say, that are very focused on the city of Veracruz in Mexico. And this, the author, it's her way of saying that reality is stranger than fiction. And so she is telling stories, whether are based on like news that she's heard and that she dug more into it, or people telling her like real stories that happened to them. And the way they mention it to her, and like she tries to dig more, and there's this always this little hint of like, even though there are true facts, are they really just true? Like, doesn't it make it more interesting because there are true facts and yet there's still something kind of off about them? So yeah, those are my two nonfiction that I absolutely love and enjoy. This one really quickly, I read the third one in the Indian Lake trilogy. So this is The Angel of Indian Lake by Stephen Graham Jones. I won't say anything because it's the third one. I don't want to spoil for you. But I will recommend the whole trilogy because as a whole, it's an amazing trilogy. And if you really want some tongue-in-cheek, incredible horror books that are like, yes, gory, but good, like really well made, then you should really pick up this trilogy. Then we have two books that are kind of dystopian, but not really, especially this one. We have Migration by Charlotte McConaughey. So it is set in a dystopian world, but it doesn't really play a part of it until like very late in the story. This is more of like this main character that is a little bit unreliable, but even to herself, and not in that I'm like too drunk to remember what happened, like generally because she's gone through some trauma. And it's a pretty bleak book, but I really loved it. Something got to me in this book and I really enjoyed it. Tapped it a lot. There's also Arbor Reality by Rebecca Campbell. That is an actual dystopian climate crisis, kind of novella. And how she put so much intent in this book in such a short amount of pages is amazing to me. And the last one is Miracle Creek by Angie Kim. So this is a courtroom drama, but it's so much more than a courtroom drama. It has such a focus on motherhood specifically. I really, really loved it. And like she made me be on the edge of my seat at every chapter.